Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Today is day 50 for the 254-day challenge, and the verse for the day, Psalms 113:3. From the rising of the sun unto the going down of the same, the Lord's name is to be praised. At Psalms 113:3, and today was read in the King James Version. The songs for the day was Glory to Your Name, Shekinah Glory Ministry. You Are Good, Medley, Todd Galbraith. The Blood Will Never Lose Its Power, Smokey Norfolk. The Lord is our rock, our refuge, our fortress, our shepherd, our king, and our redeemer. The Lord is merciful, kind, and caring. His name above all names. He is I Am Yahweh. I just want to give thanks. I just want to give thanks on today. And knowing each day that I wake up, God has given me another opportunity. Another opportunity to reach a goal set. Not my will, but His. His for you to use your talents and your gifts. No, we're not perfect, but we know how to perfect in times of trouble. Praise and worship. No matter what it looks like today, it could be totally different on tomorrow. I've been seeing a lot of postings in regards to small businesses buckling down on excess money spending in your business or even in your personal. If it's not needed, they're saying not to buy. We're headed into a recession. I also read that for the first time, and I believe coming into 2021, 2021, they said we hadn't experienced a recession in a decade for its first time ever. And I was like, wow. I remember back in school during my studies, I believe it was when I was going after my bachelor's degree, where the instructor, we went, it's like a circle. It's like not if a recession, but when. But when. So in understanding that, I did a little research, pulled up some information. I actually found this on Investopedia. 7 ways to recession-proof your life. Having an emergency fund is necessary. Live within your means. Add additional income. Invest for long term. Be real about your risk tolerance. Diversify your investments. Keep your credit score high. And frequently ask questions. One tip that can be used right now If you don't have to, please do not use your credit card for gas. If the benefits of two households, being able to buckle down where you can live off of one income, and the other income, I say save half and invest the other half. That's what I would do. Diversify income and investments. I say I'm a diamond in the rough, just need to be buff. And they say, how is the diamond created? It's the fire, then the pressure, then the cutting, and then that timing. So keep going. Something that I learned: there's a will, there is a way. I think Einstein showed us that. And see what Confucius says. But anyway, I did some research and I pulled up some information for apps, budgeting apps. And I found 6 best budgeting apps recommended. I mean, there is enough time in a day to get something done. One critical thing that could help, they say overall, best overall, but comes with a roughly $99 annually fee, is titled like an acronym. YNAB. Mint was another one. That one is free. The third one was Simplify. It's by Quicken. It's a cash flow app, and that one comes with roughly like a $48, $49 annually fee. And then the fourth app was Pocket Guard. It's specialized for overspenders like me. Oh Lord, $34, $35, $36 annually, or you can opt in to purchase a one-time payment of $79. Personal capital, building wealth. It's free. And the Zeta app, it's specialized. It's geared towards couples, and of course I'm single right now on my own. But I'm gonna take a look at each one of these, even a couples app, to prepare as I manifest to be ready when my significant other finds me, because I'm not looking. Budgeting apps, I'm gonna go over that again. There were 6 top best budgeting apps. Number 1 was YNAB. Mint was number 2. Number 3 was Simplify by Quicken. Number 4 was Pocket Guard. Number 5 was Number 5 was Personal Capital, and number 6 was Zeta. I'm gonna go over that again. Number 1, YNAB. It's best overall budgeting app. Number 2, Mint. It's a free app. Number 3, Simplify by Quicken. It's a cash flow app. There is a fee. Pocket Guard is for overspenders. 2 different fees, actually a free, and then 2 different other payment options. The 5th, Personal Capital. Building Wealth is also free. And Zeta, or Zeta, spelled Zeta for couples, and it's free. I looked at that in terms of thinking, okay, they're talking about this recession coming on. You know, what's, you know, but hey, it's something that's always, it's just about being prepared for when it comes. And that's just adjusting your way of living and keeping it pushing. And speaking of, that's where when it talked about additional income, added income, that's where my Fly for 44 comes in. I'm so onto that Fly for 44. They're like, you gotta come up with some other names. But I'm loving that travel aspect of this because it's a home-based business for me. I don't have to handle any type of inventory when it comes to the travel, connected to a variety of different suppliers, and basically just make commissions off of sales and something that you're using and doing already. The only difference is you don't know who it is on that other end when you're making your booking, but someone is getting a commission, and why not you? You can become a travel agent. It's something very easy to do. It's only $49 to get started. I pay a monthly maintenance of $69.95, which comes with the back office for me. I'm able to go in through my back office and other specialized websites that's created simply for travel agents only, where we're able to go in and book you for a different type of rate that you may see. In the same instances, the same rate you may see, it might be less, it might be a little higher, but in most cases, more often than not, it's cheaper. And even if it is the same, you got to go back to, you are receiving a commission. So deduct that. Average commission for me before the COVID, and now they're gearing back up with some great sales, is the cruise industry. Average on a minimum for me, well, I had a little $30, $60 here and there, when booking myself. But in booking myself, I'm already getting travel agents discounts any old way. So, but for a client outside of being a travel agent, anywhere from $256 to $462, depending on what ship that I'm booked on. And that's one thing for me. It's like I have to change up my circle, because the people that I'm hanging around is like penny pinchers, and those penny pinchers affect my income. And so with me in this goal of changing my mindset, I have to come up out of that environment of scarcity and press for abundance, in which I know, because we read that in the book, and what God's visions and thoughts is for us. The little thing, like I was reading something, one I was caught, content creator caught my attention, and he showed this little plastic award that he said he was so excited for. It was really nothing. It's just the point of the goal that he set to get, and that goal was 100,000 subscribers. And when I heard 100,000 subscribers, I said, what? I sat up here and said 1,000 subscribers. Like, I just keep lowballing myself. But no. Like my shoes, for example. great quality shoes at a very reasonable cost. And my mind frame is looking at my competitors, and it's like, okay, what's the difference here? What is the difference here? Because it's the same material, being used, the same cut. The more I get into it, the more I can get into with my designs, my capsules. What is it? And it's the environment, the circle of people who influence the push of the product. For example, right now in my community, because people are so materialistic, it's like they, especially the crabs in the bucket, look down. It's like, I'm not talking about my friends, I'm talking about those who, the watchers, you know, those who actually can afford to purchase that shoe won't purchase the shoe because it's me. No, I got some bomb shoes. I do. With great quality leather. Great quality material. It's not from China, okay? Quality. I love, like, it's the environment. So I'm understanding. And what I know is, if Beyonce spoke about my shoes today, I would be sold out. My website would probably crash tonight, you know? So I understand. And for me, and my goal is this positioning. So hopefully you're on my side and ready to get in the headspace that I am in and understand added income. Go back to the 7 ways to recession. Even if it's not recession, it's just a way to live. I'm going to go back to that. Having an emergency fund is necessary. They say at least 6 months, like whatever your budget is, your household budget is, say if it's $5,000, you should have an emergency fund of $30,000. That is not talking about your savings. It's a separate, like, petty cash. Business is called petty cash fund, maybe. But even in that, 2, living within means, not popping bottles. Can we afford to pop bottles every weekend? Some people can. In my neighborhood, they be popping them bottles. My culture, they be popping them bottles. Living lavishly. And then when it's an unfortunate situation where life is ended, we have to go off and raise funds for a funeral. So even if you want to live without your means, at least add on an insurance bill so that if you do, kick it out of here, hey, you can still be covered. Maybe your loved ones will throw you a lavish homegoing. Anyway, this is my life, the vision, the pictures that you're seeing here, manifesting that in to see. Gentlemen, send me a listing of a home and said, I've manifested that in. This is my home in which you see. And I said, how did you know that was me? Like, everything about this home, like, is me. Everything. The only thing that was missing was the pool. But of course, I'm working to get a in-ground pool with sunscreen to go up over it, so I won't have to be so much and with the cleaning leaves and debris and stuff from the trees and the bugs and all that while we're out and about in the back. But everything about this home was me. Everything. And I just was so in awe when it was brought to my attention. Like, it's like just everything. It's just was so perfect for me. So now I call it the Fly444 Clubhouse. It's where you can come and chill with me, and we plot and plan and relax. You know? I love family type gatherings where we just come together and love on one another, and we do a little playtime, then we do a little business time where conversations matter. Conversations matter. So I go back to where I was the other day. If you haven't already, well, first let me go back to this. The 7 ways to recession-proof your life. Number 1, emergency fund is necessary. 2, live within means. 3, added income. You need multiple streams of income. So you need to look for other ways to bring income in. 4, invest for the long term. If you're not investing, I think you should look into that some kind of way. It don't have to necessarily be on stocks, you know, in bonds. You can invest in other people's businesses and get a percentage, you know, agree to a percentage out of, you know, if you got money you can put up like that. But be real about your risk tolerance. 6, diversify your investments. 7, keep your credit score. And 8, frequently asked questions. Look at here. I just saw a happy birthday shout out to me from my mom. And it just broke my heart, because had I seen it at that time, it would have pushed me, you know, to do more on my goals and getting my goals, you know, in this travel business. What I do, back in 2019, I hosted a Mother's Day cruise, and in my mindset, I was working to position myself to where I'm able to start treating my mom to, you know, occasions and things. And then it's like this message here is coming. It's like something came in my memory or came across, I don't know, and I just was like, wow, because this guy is also no longer here. And I just said to myself, wow, you know, I say I want love, you know, but then love is being offered for me, but I haven't learned how to actually receive it. And some in their opinions say I don't give it, but then some say they'll love to travel and hang with me because I'm an inspiration. Right? Healing doesn't mean the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls your life. So there was times where I was quite grumpy and rude and disrespectful with my tube, but grief never ends, but it changes. It passes. Not a place to stay. Grief is not a sign of weakness nor a lack of faith. It is the price of love. And so, if you're someone who is hearing this, first of all, I thank you for even getting to this part. I appreciate you. And I want you to know, no, I'm not perfect. I hope you accept my apology for how I move. I hear like one of my cousins says she doesn't like the way I move. Okay, well, if you don't like the way that I move, I sure do apologize. I do. Um, but what I am about in my head space, in my why, is no negativity, no unnecessary drama. No, my focus is building my income, increasing my freedoms, and having more time to do things like build memories and bonds. They say when you know your why, your what has more impact. God is saying, I know you have a lot on your mind. Your family, your health, the health of your loved ones, your finances, your employment situation, your transportation. It feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulder, but know this, you are not alone. You might feel like you're alone. And sometimes in the morning, you feel like you don't even want to get up. But he's saying, my child, you are not alone. He would never leave you nor forsake you. Lay those concerns at his feet. Take them to the altar. Take them to the altar. Give it all to him. He will send the help. Actually, the help is already there. The Holy Spirit within. The Holy Spirit within. I'm not new to this. I had to just come back and find my place. I had gotten away, hanging with bad company. But dear God, I can't thank you enough for all the blessings you continue to give, even now. And I pray that you keep on showering us with your grace and continue to guide us through these troubled times. Listen, bath time is a great time to burn your candles, soften the lights, turn on your music, whatever music you like, and just lay back and just reflect. Give thanks. Let the Lord know how grateful you are. Listen to the whispers. Let your soul connect to your spirits and be lifted up. Be lifted up. Be lifted up. I'm getting ready to, oh no, let me go back. There was some other apps that I wanted to talk about. But first I wanted to talk about this Fly444 thing for me. I'm using my Fly444 for you in whatever business or extra added income you would like to do. Even if you want to come on board with me to be a travel agent. If you want to learn how to design shoes, or you want to open up your online store and sell clothing, makeup, appointments for braids, whatever, I can assist you with getting started with your basics. I want to share in here something that I'm starting to get more in tune with, and I'm understanding. I listen to some people going back and forth online talking about what God. I'm like, worry about you. Everybody should worry about your individual self and how you going, how you moving with the Lord. You know, worry about you. First, love you. Do you. Do you. You know, them pains, like me right now. I'm working on my pains, my aches, tweaking them up out of here. And in doing that, it's my focus. My focus. They say where your focus go is where your energy flows. So I'm on my Fly444. I learned the why. We say why. What's your why? I can't think of the gentleman's name. I'm going to find it though, and I'm going to add it in the description so you can check my description for more information and what I speak about, and links and things. But initially, it was the why. Know your why. Okay, know your why. But you got to ask yourselves to clarify your why 3 times. Why? Okay, I said more money. Okay, more money. More money to be able to travel more, open up more businesses, help others, be a lender, not to borrow. Okay, more freedom. I asked why. Why is that? Well, my lifestyle. It's my lifestyle. I like to travel, and I need to be able to do what I want and when I want to do. When somebody say, let's go, I want to be able to go, you know. Something's happening, you know, last minute you find, I want to be able to make the move and go. For example, how is it that you could get in trouble because you took some extra days off of work because you was grieving the death of your mother? Like, is that like for real, for real? Like, seriously? Like, someone would even have the thought in their mind to even question you? I don't like that at all. So I'm looking lately at my business like, why me, Lord? Why am I here? I'm way more skillful than this. And I got my response, what I received was understanding how to be and how not to be. Understanding how to be and how not to be. And I said, wow. So I'm definitely looking at, well, I wanted to introduce what we call our strengthening families protective factors into the workplace. Resilience. They say resilience, nurturing and attachment, knowledge of child development and parenting, concrete support in time of need, social connections. What's that five? Resilience, nurturing and attachment, knowledge of concrete, social connection. Yeah. So introduce this into the workplace. Health, wholeness, well-being. You would think that this is like, no, their whole, it's like a tunnel vision. Get that work done, no matter how it gets done. Get it done. Somebody fall out, step over, move to the next. It's like, it's a sad, 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 sad scenario. So I'm not getting mad where I was getting angry. I have to go back and think and look at all of this again. After asking God, why am I here? To learn. To learn how to move. I've had a dream. I've visioned this since I was a little girl. Ownership. Ownership is what I grew up in the family knowing entrepreneurship. Watching at the start of family working together, getting things done. But then somehow we got lost. And I'm looking now at some of the tools that you can use to help to keep you on the right track. Like they have apps for manifesting, where the old way was to create, the little vision board, where they say the top three ways of manifesting is with the focused will. I never heard of that when doing this research. Was my first time hearing of that. But a focused will, a vision board, and meditation. And so some people, they talk about meditation as if it's uh, not a good thing to do. Even with the manifesting, I read some comments where they were arguing back and forth on either Instagram or Facebook. I don't know where it was, but talking about manifesting being demonic and meditating being demonic. And I'm like, what are y'all, where are you getting this from? Who's like, no, okay, let that be the thought for you, but don't try to press that off on anyone else. Manifesting, there's several scriptures in there where you speaking those scriptures, you're manifesting on your life. You know, the meditation. God says to meditate on his word day and night. Day and night. Like with the scripture for today. May the Lord's name be praised from when the sun rises to where it goes down. So that's morning to night. Morning to night. Manifesting that, praising on the Lord's name. That's what I see it. Because you praising, doing that, it's causing, well, it's like nothing you can do once you commit to, the belief of who Jesus is and what he died for, and that he rose again, defeating death, and that he's coming back again. All that the belief in is like nothing could take the love away, they say. No, nothing, for he loves us so. And you can find that in Romans 8, I believe. I want to say Romans 8:21. I don't know. It's in Romans 8. Nothing can take the love of God. And as I think about that and reflect, I'm like, oh my. Oh my. I keep talking about this thing, love. And now I'm seeing the fruit of the Spirit. Patience in the long suffering. For victory is ours. Just go with the flow. Be happy. Be kind. Be patient. Oh my Lord. This is so good. So, what you're watching here is a session that I attended with Creation Nation. Danticia Seymour. She's an inventor, and she does sessions where she helps you have an idea for creating and designing. Her main focus is inventions, though, but she does have resources and connections for the design part of, where I spent $1,500. I paid her $1,500 to get information. What she stated was she would take me to the next level of where I was within a 6-month period. And then I paid for a session where I came into Florida. I spent approximately $1,000 in getting there. In my room included, plus my rental car and my food, all my weekend or whatever days. I can't remember exactly because that was during the time my mom passed. The week before I flew into California, where sat with my brother and one of my sisters in the planning of my mom's homegoing celebration. And then I flew back home to Detroit. And then I flew over to Tampa for the session, Creation Nation. Then I flew back to Detroit. And then I flew back over to California. And back to Detroit. And yeah. The whole thing here is love you. Invest in you. Investing in you, and you're sure to get a return. It's the whole idea. So, in my investing in me, I plan to share some of the things with you as I go forward. I have that silent, but once I become my 100,000 subscribers, I'm gonna start sharing my information with the fee of $1.99 for membership. Yep, that's right. Visioning multiple streams of income. I got a number of different ways to get it in my Jay-Z voice. I thank you guys for tuning in. Let's see. Dear Lenine, you've made the right choice to accept my offer. as I said before, I strongly believe that together we can put a significant dent in the universe and invite true and unconditional love into your life. Even though I've known you only for the last couple of days, your immaculate soul made our. That was someone from, I don't know. But what I do know is I deserve love and happiness. And I'm going to get it through my Fly 444. That's right. Travel with me on my journey. And you can do that one of 3 ways, one of 4 ways, one of 5 ways, one of 6 ways. They're growing. And I do need to update my main website, which is www.ifly444.com, where you glow through growth. You can also find me at fly444.net. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe. And I thank you in advance. Have a good one.